Good evening, good evening, good evening. Hi, this is Noonie Mims coming for you for Hardclaps Sports. Coming to you today, Hardclaps Sports, the channel. Check me out on YouTube, Hardclaps Sports. Hit the link for me in the bio. Just came to talk a little bit about what's going on in the NBA. We got a couple scores going on. The Jazz playing the Knicks right now. The Knicks actually been on a 6-game winning streak, if I'm not mistaken, 7-game winning streak. They've been playing exceptionally well ever since they got the new addition to their team. And right now, look like the Knicks, are going to be, a little tough little thing in the East over there, because the trade deadline's coming up, and it seemed like the Knicks with OG Anunoby made that trade, and they actually boosted their squad up, because right now nobody really is doing nothing, and there's a lot of people still on the trade block, and the trade deadline still ain't come up yet, February the 9th. But we trying to see, is the other teams in the East going to bulk up? Is the Sixers going to make a move? We seen the Heat make a move with Terry Rozier. That was a good move right there that they made. So that actually bolstered them up. And then you got the Pacers and Boston over there. And then, like I said, you got the Pacers. And the Pacers, they got Pascal Siakam right now. So they actually bulked up. So right now, everybody in the East is actually getting a little stronger. And for the teams that's not and haven't made a move yet, maybe they need to. Because I think the Sixers right now, I like the combination that they got. But I think if they're going to go to the next step and get out of that second round, they need to make a move before the trade deadline, I think. Right now, 66-81 at the half. Boston Celtics up on the Pacers. That seems like a good game. And we also got the Lakers and the Hawks actually playing right now.
Except to the Hawks.
And as of right now, the Lakers up. But the Lakers actually need to might even make a trade and do something to bolster their team up. D'Angelo Russell is playing good right now. He just actually started playing good the last 6 or 7 games. And be as though the last 6 or 7 games he started playing good, I still think he's on the trade block. I think the Lakers actually need to do something and make a move as well. They could bolster up their team. Actually, right now, the Lakers are down 67-56 to Atlanta. Then we also have the Raptors and Bulls on the ticket tonight. We have that score, the Raptors 35, the Bulls 42. And we also have a little late game, maybe later on today. We have, let's see here. We got the Sixers playing Golden State. We got the Sixers playing Golden State after this game goes off Boston and the Pacers. So that should be a real interesting game. I'm not sure if Embiid's playing tonight or Maxey. Embiid been resting lately, so he's been sitting out. So, and actually, if he sit out too many more games, that's going to hinder his MVP. But I don't think they're really worried about MVP right now with Embiid. I think they're more worried about long-term championship, getting out of the second round, so forth and so forth. So I think that's the best thing for them to do, is maybe make a trade and have a healthy Embiid, and they can probably make a run. And if Tobias keep playing maybe the way that he is, you know, they can make a run. But they still got some people in the trade. They could trade Morris Sr. They could trade Kenyon Martin Jr. They got some players that they could put on the block and go get somebody, and maybe a first or second round or something they could throw in there with that to go grab somebody off that. So that'd be good too. Talk a little bit about the NFL. We got today's news, the NFL. We got the Detroit Lions offensive coordinator. He decided to stay. He said he wasn't going to take no job from nowhere else. He decided to stay with Detroit. And I think that's a good thing for Detroit. Because when you change coordinators a lot, sometimes that affects some offenses, some quarterbacks. As we see, Jalen Hurts has a lot of problems with offensive coordinators and different offenses because some quarterbacks can't grasp the certain coordinators. But I think that'd be good for, you know, the Lions organization. And I think that'd be good for the organization. And Dan Campbell, Coach of the Year, he deserved that. The call that he made at the end, the fourth down calls, I would question those. But like he said, he'll live and die with it. And as he should live and die with it. Because I would live and die with a call like that as well. So Jared Goff, I think he's in a good position. I think he can go back and maybe do it again. Lions got a tough defense. They're very disciplined. And, you know, they heartbeat to the heartbeat of Dan Campbell. So any decisions Dan Campbell make, that's what they're going to live and die with. And I think if he would have made a few more smart decisions, they would have beat that game. The Eagles, they went out and got a few coordinators. A defense and an offensive coordinator. We went and got Kellen Moore as our offensive coordinator. He's formerly from Dallas, and he also played a little part over the Chargers at one time. So he's familiar with the NFC East. Hopefully he'll bring back the RPO for Jalen Hurts, because it seemed like that's what he operates the best out of, the RPO. As you can see this year and last year, if you look at Jalen Hurts' stats, they tumbled a lot. He threw more interceptions than he ever do probably in his career in 1 year. And not only that, our defense, the defense on the Eagles, it stunk to high heaven. My grandmother could have got first downs on that defense there. So, and Vic Fango, really not too familiar with him, but I know a little familiarity. I know the Dolphins' defense was somewhat, and it wasn't all that. It was breakable, but hopefully he could bring some knowledge to our defense and make it better than it was. Because we was like 28th. and that's bad. That's real bad. That's bad. And on that note, on the Super Bowl previews, this kid Brock Purdy, his numbers is outstanding. Nobody wants to give the guy his just due. And I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't a big fan of his at all. But he through time, he's a small quarterback as well. He's real small. But he's a very good awareness in the pocket. And he's very precise on the decisions that he makes. Let's see here. The kid averaged it 69.4% completion rating. The kid had 42,000 yards, 31 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. 69.4% completions, 113 quarterback rating. Let's get that right. So the kid is something else. The kid is something else, and I can't take nothing away from the kid. But we already know what Patrick could do, and we already know Patrick stats is right there too. 67.2 completion percentage, 41,000 yards, 27 touchdowns, 14 inners, 92.6 quarterback rating. Now, Brock Purdy's is 113 quarterback rating on the year. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. This is the stat that kills me with Brock Purdy, and I'm gonna tell you. And this is that I want to show you guys. Purdy finished San Francisco 30-12 win over New York, having completed 25 of 35 passing attempts for 310 yards with 2 touchdowns, 111.3 passer rating against the blitz. He threw both of those touchdowns and was 20 for 31 with 247 yards per. Now, he completed 35 of 57 passes against the blitz for 426 yards. 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. That was against the Vikings. Now, against the Eagles, Brock Purdy, he was 10 of 12, 213 yards, 3 touchdowns, perfect, 158.3 rating. against the Eagles. 158.3. Kid is on fire, I must say. You got to get a kid his props. Their defense playing good, San Fran now, but that game right there against Detroit, they know they can't come play like that against Kansas City, because if they get behind like that against Kansas City, they know it's going to be a problem. Kansas City is too experienced, too advanced, and they're a way better team than Detroit. That if they get up 2-3 touchdowns on San Fran, it's a wrap. So San Fran can't let that game get out of hand. They saying right now the best combo in sports maybe Patrick Mahomes and Kelsey. What you guys think? 1-2 punch. These guys got 17 touchdowns in the postseason together. That's hella good. They got a hell of a connection with each other. And Kelsey probably the best tight end right now in football. I can say. I can say that Travis Kelsey is the best tight end of football, hands down. Hands down, yes, he's the best tight end of football. Yes, right now. The best receivers that I think's playing right now in the Super Bowl. Top maybe Debo. I mean for San Fran, and for the Chiefs. The Chiefs, see, they don't really, see, Kelsey is more of Mahomes' go-to guy, so it's not a receiver really on there that Kelsey really, like one of his favorites that he go to. So I would say more Kelsey is his go-to guy. And I like Isaac Pacheco. He runs hard for a little guy. He runs real hard. I like him. And you got Rashid Rice and, Justin Washington. I don't know about Kadarius Toney. And I don't know what's going on with him. But he said he wasn't hurt. He put a blog up, said he wasn't hurt. They just didn't let him play. So I'm not sure what's going on with that. So, maybe it's a myth to that. I don't know. Maybe they don't need him. I'm not sure. Or not right now because, they doing just fine as of what they doing. We're going to get back to these subjects and more subjects on my next podcast to come. We're going to talk a lot more about basketball, football, and we're going to open up the floor and talk about a lot of other topics that I may have also to bring you guys. This is my first channel, and this is like one of my first, episodes that I'm putting up. So I appreciate you guys. I thank you, and I need you guys to hit the link in the bio for me. Hardclaps Sports, Mall, and I'm signing out. Give me a clap. Hardclaps, baby. Let's go.